Hello, I'm Kyle Loxton, joined by Kyle, and you're now listening to the SoulInsights Podcast. Let it rain, be the forecast. C&K coming through with a new broadcast. UK raised at a show on the dog tag. Everything changed, but we always stay on track. Straight face in the place, yeah, I'm on that. Every week a new episode on tap. Same phase, new pace, better contact. Socials, SoulInsights Index, we follow that. Follow that.
Okay.
Howdy.
Hello.
We're doing an album review this episode. We were meant to do Kanye West's or Yay, but he didn't drop it.
Because he's useless at stuff like that, isn't he? It'll come out on a random Wednesday at like 4 p.m.
Yeah, I imagine it'd probably be next episode. 'Cause I would say it's quite soon, isn't it? I mean, they're hyping that it's probably the weekend. Well, obviously it's Friday now, which is the 9th. It'd probably be the weekend. But he did his listening party in Chicago. He looked jokes, and it probably will come out. So
we will see what happens with that.
We're doing another one, which we'll announce shortly.
But first, let me just make an announcement. It is, at the time of this release, it is Pancake Day. Get lit.
Damn.
Get lit.
Pancake video.
Literally, Pancake Day is the best day of the year.
Oh yeah, because I had a what was it? Fat Thursday. Is that actually a Polish thing, or is that what we're just saying randomly? Or is that what the Polish say?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. But
fuck knows. I can't remember the Polish days, so...
Shout out the Polish bakery.
Yeah, Polish bakery stuff's lit, to be fair.
We can catch up.
Right, you carry on a minute.
We can catch up, mate.
I've had nothing happen.
We
did ski 1 star, actually.
Oh, yeah, and we passed it, so it was alright, actually. I would say snowboarding is a bit more interesting from the get-go, but we'll see whether skiing picks up.
It's also, snowboarding is a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like even for the 1 star, we advanced quite a bit. Already on the lift and everything.
Yeah, and we had to redo the 1 star last time for snowboarding, didn't we? Because we booked the 1 star and then we booked the 2 star for the next day, and then we had to say to them, "Oh, we didn't pass the 1 star, so can we cancel the 2 star for tomorrow?" Yeah, I remember that.
Well, we'll see. We booked onto 2 star now, haven't we? So next episode will be banter. I mean, we'll do an overall.
We'll do one at the end of it,
but it's banter doing a catch up on it.
Yeah.
And I managed to today actually. Fuck. I feel I'm really cold in my tooth. What the fuck?
Good.
Palanitini tickets. Come on. So
whoever the fuck that guy is.
Lit artist.
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's it, I think.
Right. Song recommendation we'll do later in the pod, because we're going to link it into the album review, because it's going to be one of Nothing Nowhere's songs.
Yeah.
We even said it's Nothing Nowhere. What's the title of the
Dark
album?
Magic.
Dark Magic. That's what we're reviewing.
But we'll do it in a sec.
Yeah. Right.
Too fun game.
I don't have any TV because...
Office US.
To be honest, The Office, there you go, South Park.
So, yeah.
Right. Game is Helldivers 2, because that's just come out. It does look alright, to be fair. Some weird little, like, spacey sort of shit.
Was that on the State of Play?
The first one looked alright.
You could probably say that.
I don't know.
Because you watched it, didn't
State
you?
of Play was useless waste of fucking time. Yeah.
If anyone doesn't know, State of Play is like this, what is it? Upcoming games for the new gen. And they're normally trash.
And it was all shit. We'll move on from that. Film is one you actually told me about it, and then it came up on Netflix. And I clicked on it, and then I was like, I swear somebody told me about this. Haunt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Recently, it's 2019, I think. But
yeah, but it's just been added to Netflix.
Yeah.
And we'll go for absolute jokes, because it's about a haunted house. Yeah. Where obviously shit goes real. There's a haunted house in America where it's under investigation now, but if you completed it, they paid you $20,000.
I think I know what you're on about.
And they had like Marines and all that going in. They couldn't do it because they'd go in and they'd like pull your teeth out and break your bones and everything. Like, it was real life shit, like happening to you. Exactly.
I swear we've seen that like a little while ago, before COVID happened.
We might have. I don't know.
It was like a massive challenge where like they bathe you in blood and all sorts, and they chase you around with chainsaws and.
Yeah, but yeah, they actually break your bones and pull your teeth out and shit like that.
Well, pull your teeth out is a bit mad, isn't it?
Apparently it's under investigation now because somebody won and didn't get paid. Which sounds about right, doesn't it?
That is mad story, to be fair, because you could get like tortured, and that's just them just wanting to do that, isn't it? Yeah. That's a bit wild, too. You
sign your waiver at the start, and then if they kill you, they kill you.
They're just getting off, just battering you.
Exactly. They're just there fucking tugging themselves off in the corner, like Tom Garrett.
That's a bit mad. Tom Garrett. Oh yeah.
Moving on from that, because fuck that. But yeah, Haunt. It's quite a jokes film, to be honest. It's fucking stupid, but it's funny, isn't it?
Yeah. I've made a couple banter video leaks recently as well, actually. That's what the online...
Drake playing with Willie.
What is going on?
Willie, won't he?
But, Yeah, that's completely very odd.
Right, but
Oh no! Speaking of film as well, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2 dropped a trailer.
yes, that'll be out in 2 days from the release of this will be
Valentine's.
out tomorrow.
Yes.
It'll be out Wednesday, the 14th of February. It'll probably be cinema job to start with, but
Whether we can watch it, I'm not sure, but
find it online somewhere.
we will.
No, we won't. We don't condone that.
Definitely watch it because jokes, isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
Right. Cocktail.
Cocktail.
The cocktail's
Tail in
called
your cock.
Yellow Fever.
Love a bit of yellow fever.
The next time your doctor tells you to rest, keep warm, and take plenty of liquid, follow these simple instructions. Mix 3/4 of an ounce of yellow, this word again, chartreuse, with 3/4 of an ounce of cognac in a glass. Add ice cubes. Take your companion, who need have no medical qualifications apart from a good bedside manner, into the bedroom and conduct a very thorough physical examination. Repeat the treatment as necessary. Under no circumstances allow visitors.
Huh? So what's actually in it?
Yellow
shit?
chartreuse, whatever that is. I mean, that's been a couple now. And cognac.
Oh, okay.
And ice.
Yeah, cognac, yeah.
I want to know what that
Little bit of
chartreuse is. I
brandy.
might buy that for the banter, see what it's
Yeah.
like.
Just
Do you reckon it's
buy it.
banana? Hey, your
Fuck
favourite.
right off if it is.
Dictionary of Scotland by John Koenig. And we've got chapter 4, Faces in the Crowd, catching glimpses of humanity from a distance. And the words are catoptric tristes.
Good.
Easier
Good
said than done, isn't it?
pronunciation.
And it's the sadness that you'll never really know what other people think of you, whether good, bad, or if at all. That although you can gather a few hints here and there and even ask around for honest feedback, you'll always have to wonder which opinions are being softened out of flattery, sharpened out of malice, or held back because it's simply not their place.
Yeah, that's fair enough, to be honest. I actually understand that one.
Don't you think that's linked to some parts of social anxiety, though? Like you caring what others think of you?
Yeah.
Don't care what others think of you.
Although everybody cares at the end of the day.
Have their little judgments.
You can't
Little
help
group
yourself.
chat discussions. You might be the hot topic of someone's group chat because you are balanced. Who knows?
Oh,
Go on. Embrace yourself. Send yourself. What did you say?
I don't even know
You
what
had
to
that?
say
The
now.
sadness that you'll never really know. You have been sad that someone never.
Sad in general. Sad, pitiful existence, eh?
You'd be sad that people you won't know what some people think of you.
Oh, I know what some people think of me.
Do you reckon there's certain individuals?
Like what I was saying to you about people at work.
Well, right,
They
excluding.
don't know what I think of them, do they?
Oh,
I think they're a massive twat.
Excluding Sunday League football as well. Certain players. But is that just because of the game? You don't actually know their name or anything about them, is it? They're just a random centre back that you're against.
Yeah, and then you start beating the shit out of them.
Wow. Simbin.
Legally, of course.
Talking about that.
Blue card in football. I'm saying no more, and we're moving on.
Is that up for debate?
Fuck's sake. It's happening.
It is happening.
But then that's why in Sunday League sort of stuff, like in grassroots football, they obviously do the sin bin because they trial stuff out in the lower in the like Sunday leagues and shit like that to see if it's actually like a viable option. Essentially, I think that's how it works. I might be completely wrong and sound like an absolute twat right now. So, as I said, moving on because fuck the blue cards. Except for the blue light card.
Blue light card, shout out.
Yeah.
Right, main topic is Nothing Nowhere. Dark
Nowhere, nothing.
magic. Yeah. Verdict?
I didn't even know the fuck this Gandhi. Well, I knew of him. But
Gandhi.
when his last album came out, what's the one before called? Void
Eternal.
Void Eternal. When that one came out, I clicked on like 2 songs and it was well heavy, and then I was thinking, yeah, I can't be asked with this. But I must have clicked on the only 2 fucking heavy parts that were in it, because the rest of it didn't seem very heavy at all, and I was expecting that.
Him just to be heavy.
I started playing another one, and I was like, this is fucking weird. This ain't what I was expecting. It was alright. The Trauma Factory. Like, it was decent listen, but I was like, it's nowhere near what I was expecting. And I was like, I might actually like this, then.
But then what you said with the others is the way he supported Fall Out Boy. Like, it might have been that sort of route of music. Do you reckon?
Yeah,
like
so
punk?
that's why my favourite song is like pop punk vibes. That's why I quite like it, to be honest. And to be honest, I quite like the heavier ones as well.
Yeah.
But there is this also rap.
Yeah.
And it's a proper beat. It's a beat instead of a band as well.
With just guitar on
like,
it, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's like both of them.
Mm.
But in general, decent listen. I'll probably listen to it 4 times overall.
So it's decent. Look, actually an album review where we kind of liked the album. Besides Logic and NF's obviously been decent, but the other ones we've done, isn't it? I don't think we've bothered playing again. What was it? Travis Scott's and Drake's.
And Dubs.
And yeah.
Yeah. Okay, no.
But this one actually, yeah, it's going to stay in rotation for a bit.
The only thing is I don't know anything about, obviously, his old stuff, really. I've listened to 4 of his projects, including this one.
Yeah.
And I only listened to him through once, so...
Well, yeah, like I said, he's
I can rank my...
for anyone who wants to check out some new music, he's a pretty cool artist if you like that. I mean, I don't even know what you describe it, alternative?
He
does rap.
It's down as alternative,
yeah. He's done a couple collabs with artists, there wasn't he? Did that Freddie Dredd songs. So it might have come up randomly when you were listening to something. But
he's got Black Bear on there.
Yeah. He's done a couple
of
collabs.
One of them.
Yeah, he's had
Travis Baker.
He's quality artist. He's quality artist.
But yeah, there's plenty, wasn't there?
It's quite emotional music as well. So I'd say I'd pair him with NF, to be fair, on emotional level.
Although a bit like different vibes.
Yeah,
but
not
like
the same reason, is it?
You said high res as well, some of it.
How he raps sometimes, isn't it? Gives off high res vibes.
Yeah.
But the emotion, yeah, like you say, it hits in similar feels to NF. Obviously, it's different reasons why they're emotional, but it's cool though. Real music, you know what I mean? At the end of the day.
The fact he actually has different, like the albums, different styles, and it's always the fucking heavier shits at the end of the album.
Yeah,
it's all like every album I've listened to of his, the heavy shit is like in the last few songs.
Well, you say his heaviest project's Void Eternal,
and even that wasn't heavy.
And I feel like that's the project that means quite a lot to him, because I think that's one that he's always wanted to make a project like that, because Linkin Park's been like a mad influence on him. And if you listen to a few of the songs, you can tell that Linkin Park probably has played a cool role in his music, isn't it? I would say one thing about Trauma Factory is that helped inspire Out in the Trees. Fun fact for me.
Why?
Because he slaps. That's just the topic.
You go a bit more
than
that. What about Trauma Factory made you think of the Out in the Trees vibes?
It's just his topic of like lyrics and that.
What's the topic of lyrics?
Just
in it.
Fuck life, isn't it? It's just every day is a sad repetitive
analysis.
I don't know. It's just the stuff he
real music.
Yeah, it's just emotional. You can tell what he's singing and rapping about. He means, and I just think it was a pretty cool vibe. And it was like he is a country boy, to be fair, so he likes being out in the trees and everything. So like when he did his videos and visuals, he was with his little chicken farm and just making beats in his room, you know what I mean? And I thought it was quite cool. It's quite inspirational. Just doing his own thing. And even when he was signed for the label, he was still doing that. It's actually pretty banging. So we're doing music recommendations straight off the bat.
Mikey the Magician, there's one that I know. Music recommendation, yeah.
So do your top 3 songs off of...
I don't really have. I have my top one, but to be honest, it'd probably change if I listen to it more, because... Although I say they sound different, like there's different vibes in there, they also kind of sound similar. So it's quite difficult because they're like same sort of vibes, but you do have the ones that stand out as like weird, like completely different kind of thing. I'm going to go off the top of my brain. Favourite is Lovely Little Hell, and then I'm going to say... I don't fucking know. What the fuck am I doing with my life?
That.
No, yeah, that's the name of the, that's actually the name of the song. Yeah, and I'm gonna say Haunted Home. Fuck it. Okay, I don't really know. Like, there's the whole album slaps, to be honest, because the Reaper Gang and Reaper Gang and Reaper Rap were slapped. Tunechi slapped. Tucci.
Lil Wayne reference, yeah. But there's
same shit. No Emotion. Pity Party, XXX, Beige.
Pity Party slaps. Yeah, they say mine was Lovely Little Hell 3, so I guess we'll put that on. 2 Pity Party, and then 1 No Emotion. But I liked all of the projects, so it's just a favourite out of something you already liked. It's not like the rest was crap. So yeah,
as you said earlier, something about not skipping. There's no skips.
At the minute, definitely not. Like, you see what stands out after a while.
Yeah,
you'll always get them
to your playlist, wouldn't you? But because you wouldn't just... Well, I do it sometimes where I listen to the same album about 100 times in a row.
But would you always have an album still now that you just wouldn't skip any of them? Because that's quite hard to have an album where you generally wouldn't. Like Hope. Do you reckon you'd skip anything in Hope now?
Yeah.
After
probably,
a while?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Hope and Motto, to be honest. Outplayed to shit. There's one.
It might have been down to that, which is a good reason as well. Like, you've overplayed it. It's not like you've eventually found it boring. It's kind of like you did just play it a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't think there's many albums where you generally could play it start to finish after a long period of time, to be fair.
I don't know. However the fuck you say that. Psychics.
Yeah.
Psychics, maybe.
Well, you play all that?
Yeah, Chord Hell and Scarlord album. It's only 23 minutes long, but I'll sit there. It's usually what I play in the car.
Would you see
it'll
Scarlord
last
live?
me. I'd go and see
That'd be
him live.
wild.
Yeah. It lasts me most of my journey on the way into work, so I can listen to pretty much the whole thing.
Oh, Suicide
It
Boys.
literally get played constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Suicide Boys, I wouldn't necessarily skip anything.
I wouldn't skip any of their stuff. No.
No.
But, yeah. Well, like you say, yeah, there you go. Nothing, nowhere.
Good. Very articulate there.
Lovely little hell. There we go. We'll just put that on because it made both of ours, so.
Right.
Decent. Well, I'd say it's the same as you, because you said your votes on it. I said, like, yeah, it's up there.
So I've got questions for you then. We'll start it off with, let's just say top 3 projects, because I don't know how many you want to go, or you can do top 5 if you want, like, ranked. So which one's your favourite? Where does this one get?
It's quite hard, that. I say top 1 is Trauma Factory, just because what it did as well. Like,
so the meaning behind it for you.
Yeah, and I like his Trauma Factory track on that, where the guy's just talking about human life as a trauma factory. Banging. Right. Number 2, it's gonna be probably Void Eternal and then 3 Dark Magic, but I've got a feeling those two will swap after a little while. So it's 3 later projects up there for me. But I do really like Ruiner, because that was the one I said to you recently.
Yeah, it was decent. That.
More rap. A Reaper's really good, and then Bummer and the Nothing Nowhere's like his really early stuff, but it's still pretty decent, but it's quite emotional and slow. And you can tell he's like getting into it, obviously. And then his one takes decent. And then he did have Dashboard Confessionals as well, which are basically like his freestyles, I think. So, you know, when I said to you, you get like the SoulInsights studio sessions where you're kind of just freestyling on a mic. It's basically like his sort of version. Dashboard Confessions or something. It's quite a cool title for it. But he's sick on a guitar as well, to be fair. So he said in one of his lyrics is, "I'm not a rapper, I'm a musician."
I mean, yeah, because the amount of different
ways
other
he goes
stuff as well.
Yeah, he goes in other different genres, which again is inspiring to other artists, that you don't just stay in one genre. You can bounce around and still actually be alright sounding, isn't that? So express yourself.
I'd say Dark Magic's the favourite, and then of the 4 that I've listened to, Dark Magic, Void Eternal, Ruiner, and then Trauma Factory. But Trauma Factory is the first one I listened to, so I feel like I wasn't properly broken in when I listened to him, because I was expecting, as I said, something heavier. Because you said I probably wouldn't like it very much in general. And then, obviously it was completely different to what I was thinking. It was quite slow, and I was thinking, especially what is the vibes of this person? I'm not entirely sure.
But I still wouldn't know, really, because like you said, he dips in and out of
it's all random
songs every now and then.
Rap,
you can tell
heavy, pop.
You know it's going to be a mixture of those 3 vibes, though. It's not just going to be random reggae chilling. You never know.
You never know.
It'd be banter, wouldn't it?
Do what you want.
Yeah. But I thought it was quite surprising how Dark Magic there was more rap in the project, so it made me a bit more happy recommending it to you, because I was like, oh, you might actually like more of it. It's not just like, oh, there was one rap and the rest was heavy.
Yeah.
Well, he continued with it, but like you said, it's the style of lyrics is your vibe as well.
Yeah.
Hate
yourself vibes, yeah. Hate everything. Right, we've been through most of my questions already without me asking them, but how did you find out about him, and when did you start listening to him, and then how many listeners did he actually have? Because you very early, right?
Yeah, exactly. I was back in SoundCloud era, so that would have been like 20. He did his project here, the LP, 2015? Yeah, 2015. So Suicide Boys era. I'm pretty sure I came across him the same time as Suicide Boys.
So is that Suicide Boys make you?
Yeah, I think so.
Did Suicide Boys help you discover Nothing Nowhere?
Because like ever since you've started to branch into random music now, isn't it? But I've always had that where you'll always see like artists linked to it, and the algorithm's obviously better nowadays. Back in 2015, you'd probably have to search similar artists, and they still would refer like little ones, but you just kept diving into deeper ones and all that. And I think it was I'm pretty sure it's Suicide Boys how I discovered Nothing Nowhere. And I thought it seemed quite cool. I mean, he was a lot slower, and Lil Peep. I'm pretty sure he might have appeared.
Yeah, banging artist.
I think he was linked with Lil Peep, because Lil Peep was SoundCloud as well.
How many listeners is it on now?
He's hit 1 mil now, just over 1 mil.
And you were back in like 20k.
Yeah, it was something like a
Jokes.
few K, which is
you're on Spotify, so yeah, you could have
1,013,906 currently.
Bang.
He's changed his bio to cult leader as well. It's a bit like Bring Me the Horizon vibes, that.
It's because on all of his songs he talks about being a cult leader.
Yeah, Reaper Gang, because he's always had that vibe with him. So you know, certain artists they'll always have, like Bobby Boy or Young Sinatra, isn't it? He kept that running. Like his is Reaper Gang, and I don't know.
Or Rat Pack.
What's NF? Just real music, isn't it? He's kept that throughout the whole way through. So it's just his version of it. Like ours with SoulInsights, isn't it? Day one shit.
So that'll go back down below 1 million.
Do you reckon?
In a few weeks. Yeah, because you'll have extra listeners because of the fact that he's dropped an album today.
I think he stayed at 1 mil for time though. Him supporting Fall Out Boy's recent tours give him a lot of recognition as well. I don't know what he was on beforehand, but he's decent though. He's worth every fan, every listener.
Every butty.
But like you say, he's another artist that doesn't really fuck with social media. NF vibes.
Even though he looked at your story on Instagram.
Yeah, but I guess he was doing listening party at the time, so he did that. Which is more than what NF would probably do. Did NF do? No. I put him on the same vibe, I'll just keep comparing him. But yeah, similar in that. Everything's black and white sort of vibe as well. And don't need colour, do you? Suck yourself. Colour and yeah.
Right, you've got some lyrics.
Yes.
You've probably got fucking hundreds now, haven't you?
Let's do some standout lyrics.
You actually got the names of the songs with the lyric.
So Tanechi, yeah. We got Tunchi, and at the start he says live from the underworld. You could probably rate it of what you'd get as a tattoo as well. Your tattoo ability. What was it? Tattooity.
Timmy and the lords of the underworld.
And then he's got, ever since I turned 21, the colour faded. No matter what the fuck I do, I end up feeling jaded. And any sign of joy I feel only gets sedated. And only sign of hope is cut off and eliminated. Tell me why I feel the need to want instrumentals. I'm never feeling different, not even incremental. And all these fans look at me like I'm a therapist. I'm barely standing, trying to find my balance on a precipice. Banging. I mean, that's obviously your whole back's covered in tattoos, but Live from the Underworld's pretty banging. I'm not gonna lie. So, if you don't know what his music's like from that alone, then it's gonna be down that vibe. Witch Hunter 3, banging. I'm minding my business. I stuck to the vision. I kept going back even when no one listened. So, it's quite cool now. Fun fact, actually, before we go more, we'll bounce off.
So, fun facts for the episode is whatever shit this kid comes out with.
Yeah.
So.
He's recently become independent because fuck a label. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
So on January the 20th, 2024, Nothing Nowhere confirmed that he had become an independent artist. And what I find quite interesting is it seems to be recently where artists are having a lot more fun being independent. Logic. You know what I mean? When you break free from a label, Tory Lanez, I think he's recently stated it.
Break free.
When Tory Lanez became independent, he loved it.
Yeah, record labels are becoming bitches now, aren't they? Like Universal.
Well, the power of social media is kind of just like you can be big now, like Ren. You know, like he was...
Connor Price.
Yeah, he was like top in the country, wasn't he? And he's done that entirely independent. And it goes to show that labels, they don't gatekeep now, sort of thing, where it's just like you need to be with us to be successful.
You've just got the power of
social media, yeah. It used to be, yeah. And you sign a deal and you're with a label, your life's sorted. But now it's just like you can still generate a buzz now online. Fuck them.
Just it helps if you've got mummy and daddy's money.
To initially get you started off the ground, isn't it? Because when you see some artists, it really is from the ground, and Nothing Nowhere, I think, is from the ground up.
Yeah, but
and I think's from the ground up.
Think about how many people try and do that and then don't actually get that. Anywhere, I mean, Logic's from the ground up.
Yeah. And he's been doing this for about 10 years now.
Yeah, it takes a long time, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Especially if it's doing it from that, because then the label just jump ships you.
Especially when you're not mainstream music as well.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
When it's all underground, and like you said, when it's all like not radio friendly stuff as well, which you won't get it played on and like mainstream channels. You literally just build up your underground, but you gain your cult following doing that.
Yeah.
He says exactly. I've got a cult fan base, fuck a TikTok. That's one of his lyrics. Banter.
Sounds like a fucking Suicide Boys thing, that.
Yeah, because they're like fuck TikTok.
Exactly.
I mean, because their name alone isn't friendly with mainstream, is it? Suicide.
It's not friendly with anything. You type it in on Google and it asks you if you're okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think that's why they have to put the dollar
signs
there. Gives you the hotline
there, is it? Yeah, probably.
And then they've got DEATH. Yeah, that's what I crave. DEATH. I don't want to wait.
Get that tattooed.
Exactly.
Death.
Can you have death on your knuckles? You can. DEATH. Yeah.
Well done, you can spell. Although it'd look a bit funny with it being on obviously your thumb knuckle, because your thumb knuckle doesn't sit in line with it.
Need to do a straight face next to that,
like
isn't
this. You do that. So it's on like each finger.
So far, what would you get tattooed? Well, we'll do it. We'll go for all of them, and let's see if you can keep some. Then you've got Reaper Gang. If you're up, then they act like they love you. If you're struggling, they act like they don't know you. I've got love for the ones that have stuck through, so if you ain't Reaper Gang, then it's fuck you.
I mean, that's a tattoo. If you ain't Reaper Gang, then it's fuck you.
Yeah. And that's like day one stuff, isn't it? If you're not with me from the start, or when I'm struggling, then suck yourself when I'm doing good. No emotion. I'm sick of staying up. I'm sick of staying up late and second guessing myself. I start to wonder what I'd be like being somebody else. I'm nothing and all, brace for the fall. Feel the room caving in, panicking, suffocate from the walls. Yeah, because lately I just feel like that. Matter of fact, can't remember when I felt intact. I'm running back, memories playing in dreams. I feel my youth slip away, break apart at the seams. Banging song, no emotion. I'm farming with a fit on with my chickens. $1,200 jeans, give a fuck if they get shit on. These eyes ain't built like me. I spit a verse, make a rack, then go tap my trees. You write a word, post a story for your social needs. I ain't a fad, I got savings, that's longevity.
It's fucking random ass little bit that.
With his
chicken shit, yeah.
He's got $1,200 jeans on, who cares if they get shat on. But that's this mentality here, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like, you could probably rock designer stuff here and look all flash, but because you're living in the country, animals will do their thing with you. Pause.
Naughty.
But you can have a chicken just shit on you. They don't care if your shoes are like
You can have a chicken bum.
$5,000, isn't it? You wear some nice squeaky J's, the chicken's just going to put a shit on them. They don't care.
Yeah, but it's like
humbles you, doesn't it?
Fairfax boots, sweaty little brands. You're paying like 400 quid for a pair of
horse riding boots.
Yeah, like that kind of thing, isn't it? Like your expensive shit.
Yeah.
That you know you're gonna fuck.
And the horse can just stand on it and break him because they don't
Exactly.
care, do they? Right, what the fuck am I doing in my life? Lately, all my self-talk is more like reading hate mail. Banging line.
I mean,
do you
I'll just get tattooed on my arm.
Self-hatred.
What the fuck am I doing with myself?
life.
What the fuck am I doing with my life?
1500 freestyle. All I did was rap about how much I want to die, and now I'm at the dealership debating what I want to buy. Banging.
Pretty banging, yeah.
Some of them are quite like NF vibes lines, don't you think?
I wanted to die, and now I've got all this money. What do I want to buy?
Well, I think Suicide Boys would probably say something like that as well.
Yeah,
Like
all
all you
of
want to
them
rap
kind of
about
thing,
is
yeah.
just how you want to die, and that's giving you your opportunity to make a living out of you expressing self-hatred. You know what I mean? Banter. That's why it quite helps doing the lyrics. I think it might put you more in perspective.
Yeah.
Where sometimes if it's heavy stuff,
You don't.
like you
notice
say,
what
it's
they're
just a
saying.
noise, isn't
Yeah.
it? So you don't really know what. Yeah, but normally the heavy stuff's the more emotional stuff. Pity party. It's a nothing nowhere type of night. I mean, that's if you're the artist, that's quite a cool thing. I keep telling myself that I'm alright, staying awake like all night, trying to shut my eyes, and now I've been staying inside more than I should. Being alone makes me feel good, but that doesn't mean it's right. Banging, isn't it?
It also doesn't mean it's wrong.
But so being alone makes me feel good, but that doesn't mean it's right. I mean, that's quite deep, isn't it? Haunted home. The leaves will die, the past will cry again. That's slightly tattoo worthy. So like time moves on, but like the past will just keep resurfacing, no matter how much you move on from it.
Somebody always wants to dig it up.
Pretty little hell. I wait for death's embrace. That's my tattoo. That's what
I
I'd
mean, short and to the point.
What I thought it looked quite cool. I won't
Front
say
of
on
your
pod
forehead.
actually. That's too dark. But I was gonna have it as like you'd have it as like a choker around your neck. I wait for death's embrace. But I'll take with that as you want. And then that's it. Yeah, that's what I took for Pretty Little Hell, which is our recommendation. But it's a good tune, isn't it? Like Pretty Little Hell is a pretty cool title as well.
We'll go back to the fact that he opened for Fall Out Boy. I supported Fall Out Boy,
Yeah.
and it's Fall Out Boy vibes, I think.
I wonder, it'd be interesting to see his reception when they were on tour, when he came on, and the crowd don't even know who he is, maybe. And they're just like, who's this? Because he might come out rapping, not doing pop stuff. So
Yeah.
if you're a Fall Out Boy fan, somewhere at times, it depends what his set list was, to be fair. It'd be quite cool to actually
Yeah,
see
but he'd probably tailor it to be more like
Void Eternal, like this heavier stuff. I think,
to be
Fall
more
Out.
like Fall Out Boy
Yeah,
style stuff.
Definitely.
So that it's like it's the sort of
Suits
stuff
him.
that they're there to listen to,
Yeah.
rather than going full rap or full scream.
Because that is taking a risk then, isn't it? 'Cause
Yeah,
then you just
exactly.
got like the Fall Out Boy crowd like, what is...
But you could play a couple of the Fall Out Boy style songs and then sprinkle in a
definitely.
couple of the other type of songs as well.
That's how I'd do it. You'd come out maybe 2 or 3 songs Fall Out like Boy vibe. They kind of warm up to you a bit. then just flip a Uno reverse card on them for like 2 songs and then go back to, you know what I mean? They'll just be like, oh, okay, he does some other stuff as well. But
exactly.
We'll do one. Who would you want to support if you were a music artist?
Logic.
Yeah, fair enough. That was just a stupid question, wasn't it? Fuck's sake.
Oh dear.
No,
there's a few more that I would say now as well, but it's got to be
part of the tirade hour. You know the thing that we made.
Just
you're part of that.
Grey Day.
Yeah, you'd just be part of that.
Grey Day.
Just raging.
No, NF would be cool, but I think Logic's more like the vibe with.
I'll probably support NF to be fair.
I'm gonna kill myself, and it'd be a bit better than. I know, obviously, lyrics are like that, but I can't just go out and be like, "Oh, fuck you, everybody! I'm gonna kill myself."
Yeah, fair enough.
Not that I would anyway, but
fair enough. I think it'd be more, supporting NF like Corday vibes. I think I'd like to do that sort of vibe.
It's funny because you say that, Corday supported Logic when we went to see him.
Exactly, and it'd be like that. So it is along the same lines of, because I wouldn't say the music that I want to do is completely NF vibe. I quite like Logic when he flips up into like the Bobby Tarantino's. I feel like it's more that, because you don't always feel like that. I don't feel like it's too healthy to always feel like that.
Yeah.
You try your best to not fall too deep into yourself and just get lit with it. Club vibes, isn't it? Because there is a part of me that'd be cool just grabbing a mic like Ludacris in Las Vegas and just get lit in a nightclub.
I mean, yeah.
So there's another part that's like that. I'm not always in your feelings where you're too sad to do that vibe. So it's probably, from saying that now, to be fair, maybe support Logic as well. And Jeezy.
And
it'd be quite
the
cool.
way you say
Jeezy
that
maybe
is the NF has supported Logic. So.
Exactly, which is insane to be fair. And Jeezy, isn't he? Jeezy was part of that vibe as well, wasn't he?
Wiz Khalifa went on tour with Logic.
Banging.
So, it's not stuff.
Yeah. So, and then do another fun fact for him.
Go on then.
I think do the lyrics. So this was part of how they described him and how he got his name, Nothing Nowhere. So it goes, existence is without meaning. To exist is to suffer. For Joe Mulheron, which is his name, a man who spent a life in... Well, sorry if I mispronounced his name. But who spent a life and career trying to make a friend out of pain. That's the whole beauty of it. For almost a decade, Mulheron has been applying these Buddhist and Taoist derived principles to his project, Nothing Nowhere, a moniker inspired by the philosopher Alan Watts' famous lecture on the importance of nothingness. So he got inspired from a philosophy of the importance of nothingness and its fertility, I think.
Fair enough.
It's inspired. It's quite cool how some people get their idea. Another fun fact, completely off topic, how Bring Me the Horizon got their name, Pirates of the Caribbean. Because I think Johnny Depp or Captain Jack Sparrow says, "Show me that horizon," or something at the end of the film.
Bring me the horizon.
Or he says, "Bring me that horizon," or "Show me that horizon," or something like that. And it was all about wanting to travel the world and do music. That was
fair enough.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you wouldn't think that from Bring Me the Horizon, I would think, because you think it's all like loud and emotional stuff, but literally all they want to do is just travel and do their music.
Just vibe.
Which is ultimately any artist's goal. It's what my goal wants to be. You know what I mean? We just travel the world straight face and live it up.
Exactly.
Straight face tapes.
Right.
So we go.
That was Nothing Nowhere.
Banging artist.
Whatever the album was called.
I'd say, Dark Magic.
Dark Magic. Nothing Nowhere.
I would
Go
say
and
he's up
check
there.
it out.
He's up there on my favourite artists. He always
cool
has
artist,
been.
Yeah.
Up
Decent
there.
artist.
So yeah.
Right. New.
Hopefully we'll do
Music.
Kanye's, whether he is appearing or Ye's.
Or we might think it's absolute dog shite and not do it. Which is more likely.
Well, we said the fun fact for that one is it's going to be a trilogy, isn't it? It's going to be 3 projects. Vultures 1, 2 and 3.
He's just announced a solo project as well, so...
Does what he wants, doesn't he?
Exactly. That's like 9 years.
But that's literally
9
what we
years
said,
away.
though, wasn't it? He said, like, oh, we're going to... Nothing Nowhere's drops that. I know that'll probably come out on the Friday. I said to you, whether he releases a project is down on him. I said it's probably going to be like 3 p.m. on a Monday when he goes, oh, you know what? But when you're that big and have that much influence, don't you think it's mad? That's like Taylor Swift sort of level, isn't it? It's just like, I've got the industry kind of just in the palm of your hands.
Taylor Swift can buy 2 Kanye's and still have 300 million left. Taylor Swift is worth 1.1 billion and Kanye West is worth 400 million.
Oh,
That's the difference, yeah, imagine.
Who's the biggest artist?
How much Eminem's worth?
Taylor Swift.
I think it's Taylor Swift.
Because she got Person of the Year, didn't she, last year?
Post Malone, Sunflower, from the Into the Spider-Verse soundtrack, is the first song to ever go double diamond. The first single to go double diamond. Yeah, that got announced yesterday.
That's wild,
maybe.
isn't it? It's actually mad.
Yeah. So what's that? 2 million? 2 billion?
A million?
2 billion.
Let's
Or is
have
it
a look.
no?
No, surely more
Diamond's
than that,
10.
So it would actually be double plat, wouldn't it?
No, because it's selling. Diamond is selling 10 million. So he sold 20 million.
I don't even know what the Sunflower one would be. Because there's the single and then there's
It's the
his
top
album
one. It's the
version, isn't it?
Spider-Verse one there. Yeah, that top one. 3.1 billion streams on Spotify.
And look at his one under it.
He's on Taylor Swift's new album.
Post Malone is like,
Massive.
isn't it?
But yeah, it's the first single to go double diamond. So I'm pretty sure that's selling 20 million copies.
That's wild.
Yeah, for one song.
Oh, yeah. Actually, no.
Right. New music.
Right. New music that's come out. Albums: Nothing Nowhere, Dark Magic. Usher Coming Home. I think he's doing the Super Bowl.
Right.
Halftime show.
Waste of time sport.
Dizzy Rascal, Don't Take It Personal.
Banger.
Little Sims dropped 7 EP. Zara Larsson, Venus. Declan McKenna, What Happened to the Beach. Noah Khan, Stick Season, Forever. And then the singles is Josiah Sampra, Full Effect. D4, VD, David, Leave Her. Machiavelli God, Really From the South. 23, Istasha, Not For, Escaping a Nightmare. Throne, Backfire. Freddie Dredd, I'm So Glad. Bugsy Malone, Ghetto Wisdom, K-Trap, Heaven or Hell, and Scraps, Rocking Chair.
Nice.
Boo. A mixture of UK, US, and all sorts. So, I might check out Usher's album. Actually, I haven't listened to that.
I haven't, and I probably won't. I did not realise that Sampra had a new song. Josiah. I'm trying to fucking find it now. How'd you spell his name?
Jasiah.
IAH. Josiah.
But again, that's a mixture. Noah Khan, 6 Seasons, awesome. He's in the UK actually. Yeah.
Right.
That's
sorry, I was completely switched out then. So. Right, we've got Joke, haven't we? So I'm still switched off with this.
Would you put it on your playlist straight away? See, look, he puts it on his playlist. Don't even listen to it.
No, I haven't put it on the playlist. I just.
Oh right.
I can't spell his fucking name for some reason.
Oh, whilst you're doing that, look at this.
Oh yeah.
So anyone listening, listen to this, listeners. Fuck, I've got to try and find it actually. If you went to this festival, what would you think? So on the Friday, Suicide Boys is headlining. Xavier Wolf, Duck Boy, Snot, Trippie Redd, Suicide, I think is that called? Ski Master, Sump God, Yeet, Juice WRLD, and Scream. Banging day. Saturday, Lil Peep headline, Ghostmane, Ramirez, Zilla Cami, Lil Uzi Vert, Machiavelli God, Mac Miller, Cold Heart Bones, and then I think it's JGRXXN. And then Sunday, City Morgue headline, Ian Dior, Night Lavelle, Germ, Cheddar, XXX Tentacion, Killswitch, Summer Alone, Red Zed, and Young Goth. I mean, how much of banging?
How depressed are you going to be after listening to all of that?
First of all, that'd be the only one I'd want to put on there is Savage Gasp as well, because that'd be cool. And Kamara. What do you think?
I mean, a couple of the people on there are
and
dead,
Sampra.
so you'd have to take them off.
Well,
so
who would you replace Lil Peep on the headline there? The Saturday headline.
Let's just fucking. Depends if you'd pick one of the ones on there or if you pick a new one. Let's put Machiavelli God on there.
Well, it's a headline, jeez. Fair enough.
No, I don't know. I'd probably say Sampra then, as a headliner there.
I'd have to actually think about that. I can't think of any off the top of my head, to be fair.
A bit more,
maybe Zilla Cami I could probably put as a headline. That'd be quite cool. Denzel Curry.
Right, I've got a joke and then we're off to Lou. So, right. I got mugged by 6 dwarfs last night. Not happy.
Wow. Right.
Well, that was nothing. No. Dark
Magic.
I couldn't remember the fucking name again. Right.
Independently made as well, I think. So shout out that.
Happy Pancake Day. Make sure you eat pancakes.
Go to topping. You got to recommend one.
Spunk.
There we go. Toodaloo.
No, I'd actually go for a nice little bit of Nutella and strawberries and shit like that. Would be quite nice. But just lemon and sugar's the easiest thing. Just spread it all over and just go to town on it. So
fair enough.
Yours?
C4. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Thank you for listening to another episode. You can find us on all streaming platforms under the SoulInsights Podcast. Please leave us a rating and review. Check out our socials, the SI Index,
TikTok and Instagram,
the Soul Insights Index,
YouTube,
Soul Insights.